All right, everybody, welcome to the garage. Today's little project is to swap the wheels. Unfortunate for the world and for myself, I've sold this puppy. So I'm going to be devoid of center locks, at least for a few months until my 911 Touring, my GT3 Touring gets here. And so I wanted to show you the full functionality, the full use of the HYTORC tool. There's all kinds of stuff this thing can do, but I'm really using it for one sole purpose, and that's to remove center locks, to remove and then to put them back on and not have to get out some big giant breaker bar. And so when I showed you how to use this the original time, the first time, I thought I had a prototype. Well, I did have a prototype, but it did have the center lock program. So I wanted to show you how to get to that program, meaning we're gonna hold the thing down and it's gonna do the full tightening and then back off and then retighten or retorquing sequence, all by me just holding onto the trigger and not letting go. So to get there, can you get that, Chris? This thing's pretty heavy. So to get there, you're gonna hold these two buttons down and you release, and we get into the operations menu. We're gonna click to the right, and then we're gonna go to fasten or type. I'm gonna click to the right, and then see where it says center lock nut. I didn't know this was in the menu because I didn't really dig into it the last video I made. So we're going to go center lock nut. We're going to click OK, and then it's going to tell you here, hold trigger during 3 bolting steps. Done. So now we're on our tightening and loosening, and all in one tool, all in one sequence. I don't have to release and do it manually like I was doing it before. So then you have loosen, and then you just flip the switch to go to tighten, and it's 600 Newton meters or 442 foot-pounds is the spec on this. So I'm going to take, and we have a reaction arm. This is a Delrin reaction arm. The other thing you want to do is you want to grab a towel, and because my wheels are not clean, normally I would do this kind of thing clean, but they're not clean, and so I'm going to just make sure there's no debris on the area that I'm going to install or put this thing. And so we take our socket from the car. I put this on here, Mike, what is that, that Allen key that's sitting right there, the one I have out? What size is that?
It's a 5/64.
5/64 is the size of this in order to tighten this down. And there's a flat spot on the threads on the gear set. And so the only thing I don't like is there's no ball bearing on here. There's no, what do we call that? Detent. Yeah, the detent, the pin detent. There's no detent on here that allows me that keeps this in place. So you just want to be careful with that. So I'm going to put this on the wheel. We'll see if this spot's going to work, which it probably won't. Yeah, I'm going to have to move it. So I'm going to have to make sure my towel is prepared for this here. So you have to find a spot where the threads match up to where the wheel is. So that's why I would normally like to do this clean. There we go. So now I just don't want to have anything scratching the face of my fancy wheels because I'm keeping these. These are not going with the car. All right, so right now I'm on tighten, so I need to go to loosen. So I'm going to loosen this, and the reaction arm's just going to kiss the face of the wheel. Now, there's not 3 steps on the loosen phase, there's only 1 step. Not much cooler in the world than that, Mikey.
Just makes it, there's no jerky, nothing.
Yeah, it's magical. I'm telling you, people. 5,000 bucks. We got them in stock, but
This car, that's what you
yes. I just think that this one, had some grit or grime or something in there that was. We had to tap this one. This was the one that got stuck in the last video, so now we're good. So then we screw our little thingy on so we don't damage don't jack up our wheel. I mean, that's what I meant. Mainly the brake. So we're doing the exhaust today as well, so yep, we're gonna leave these puppies off, and then I'm gonna put these up in the attic. All right. Let me take the other side off. I'm going to take the other side off real quickly. We'll do the front, and then I'm going to show you how to reinstall. So I'll be back in 1 second.
It's a man tool, man.
I just can't, I cannot explain to you how satisfying this thing is. To me, it's worth every penny. Every stinking penny. I hate it when that happens.
So, if you would pull and you pull the seat,
I think I just have to pull it out. Get this freaking crap all over my fingers. Sometimes it happens where it separates. I'm probably gonna have to pull the wheel. Center locks are a bit of a delicacy, if you will. It's about to fall on my freaking pants. Freaking hate this crap.
you know, VR where I can aggressively get to it, reshape what I need to do, and then backtrack whatever you've done. Like, you know, you're taking your
Should have put some gloves on.
So hard, man.
Well, now that I'm all dirty, let me do the proper procedure. Since I've got a mess on my hands. I think I've got optimal paste in here. In the very back, it's the last one. So then your optimal procedure is to reapply a thin layer. See, this goes back to Mike. This is just like the house. You know, I sold this car. So what would normal people do?
Slam it together and not worry about it.
Yeah, like, it's good. It's not my car. I don't have to worry about it. Well, stop doing that in this world, people.
If everybody treated things like this, it'd be a whole different.
Yeah, it's just better. Just do the right frickin' thing. It took me 10 seconds. Have the right product. Take a little bit of time. You're checking the threads. Make sure there's no galling or anything. I don't know what I would do about it if there was, but then I would cut it out of this video and just say, oh, it's good enough. Is that glass cleaner?
Yes.
Let's spray me down. Okay, so now I'm going to go next door, grab my wheels, put the fronts back on. And we'll show you how the torquing procedure works, which is the coolest part about this whole thing. All right, let's reinstall. This is where the center lock program, this is where it really shines, having the install procedure. I mean, I gotta wash the car, so we're gonna clean these puppies up. I don't think I ever even denibbed these things.
Nope. Didn't.
and then they talk to you about the prices.
I kind of want to code them for him, but I just don't have the time to get that done. He'll have to do them.
Like, gotta give him something to do.
Yeah, yeah. I want to take all of it.
Here, I'll trade you.
This is the one I got all nasty.
Yeah.
This is the rear. That's the front. I don't think it matters, but. Okay. Let's get that started. Push this in. Get on like that. How did I not clean these before putting them away? What is wrong with me?
Yeah, I was going to say something, but it's got enough.
This is some chaos. All right, so we go over to our torquing procedure. Let's find our spot on the wheel that works. Okay, now I'm just going to hold the button down and it's going to do its thing. And bring it up to 600 Newton meters. Now it's going to back it off. Now it's going to tighten. Keep pulling the trigger. That's the Porsche procedure. And see how it...
Beep when it tells you
Yeah.
it's done, it puts the thing.
Well, it does like a 5-degree back off so that we can get it off, and we're done. Let's do the other side too. Let's do it.
That's sitting on
Yeah.
there, so.
Same procedure. Oops. I'd hit the switch. My bad. Loosen, tighten. Oh, I think it automatically defaults back to loosen. Just keep holding the trigger. You know it beeps. You want to let go. Now it takes it, backs it off 60 degrees. Now it, keep holding, keep holding. Now it goes up to 600 Newton meters. That is, oh, it's so good. It only takes 5,000 bucks of your hard-earned life savings to do this. But you know, there's 200,000 into this car.
Yeah, or more.
So we have like, I think we have like 6 or 7 of them now. I'm bringing them in regularly. I have another call with HYTORC about making sure we have these in stock at all times if possible. But it doesn't get any better than that, I'm freaking telling you. All right, bros, Porsche gents, that's a wrap. I mean, I guess you really have to be a real gentleman to get yourself one of these puppies, but I'm telling you, how do I say this without sounding like a jerk? Like, this is what you aspire to have, man. Why would anybody get mad at this thing? It's so good. I mean, it's so simple. Yes, I don't take wheels off of my GT3s often, or center lock wheels often, but even if you weren't, just that. I don't have to have somebody holding the steering wheel and pushing the brake down and getting everything procedurally correct in order to get it done. I can take the wheels off and on quicker than I can do now lug nuts. Yes, you're spending 5,000 bucks on this thing. Yes, it's expensive, but you have also a more precise fit. I know that this is precise. And then we're going to figure out, we need to set up, we have a call in a few days with the guys at HYTORC about setting up a program where, you know, maybe once a year or once every 2 years, depending on how much you use it, send it in and have it calibrated, and costs a few $100 or something, I would guess, maybe 150 bucks to send it in and have it done. But that's the HYTORC tool. We'll have links in the description. We'll have a link in the card above. And like I said, if we don't have it in stock, we have some on order. I have 6 or 8 of them right now, and like I said, it's 5,000 bucks. But I think for me, and I plan on having some sort of Porsche with center locks for the foreseeable future. So for me, having this tool in the cabinet, even if I only use it a few times a year, it's worth every penny to me. So, and that's why me and Jamie from Dundon have chased these things down, because I think it's necessary, especially if you're a track guy and you're swapping tires all the time, wheels and tires all the time. Anyway, thanks for watching. Thanks for your support. See you soon.